You should see the deal the Hive has in store for you. All the bugs you can eat and ample portions of fake meat. And of course, to wash it down, poop water that's not too brown. Oh my gosh, I kid you not. These are the kind of things that they got in store. Now you said this can't be. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And that's not even the worst of it. Yeah, down the road, you lose your individuality, your personality. You become part of the machine, the Borg, really in a hive. You say, Greg, this can't be. Oh, yeah, there's a slippery slope. We're on the edge of it right now, and the plans are well laid. So let's see what they plan for you and what they got made. We're going to go and do some screen sharing, guys, and you're not going to believe this stuff. Now, you've probably heard some of it, little bits and pieces about it. Let's put it together. It's not a pretty picture. So we're going to go screen share. Bing, 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 bing. Bada bing, bada bang. And here we are, guys. Well, now, first thing, that kind of starts naturally, and maybe we're already kind of sort of heading this way into a hive if we're not careful with our social collectivization. And some people want it to be really collective, more so faster than normal. Oh, hey, it's just natural. The birds, well, not the birds, but penguins maybe, but not so quite. Bees and ants, and now people. It's bees, ants, and termites, actually. These are social insects. I guess we ought to be in a level of insects. Well, this article makes the supposition, it posits that we are too heading toward being a hive animal, and that it would be natural, it would be evolutionary, just like individual cells once gained together to make tissues and organs, or actually before that, organelles formed within more complex cells, and then cells formed to become tissues of larger organisms. And now today, now if you look at the city, if you fly over a city about a couple thousand feet up and you look down, or even a highway, it does kind of look like an ant hive, because all these little big guys are busy bing, 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 going back and forth, slowly building things and bringing in the food and the water, just like ants and ant hives. So in some fashion, we already kind of sort of resemble that at a macro level, but we're still individuals down at our level. We want to keep it that way. But social animals, the more social we are, the more domesticated we are, the less we have to think. Because suddenly it's all laid out for us by the nations, by the leaders. It's interesting, in the wild, wolves are smarter than dogs. Wolves have bigger brains. They're cunning. Same with a fox. Smart as a fox. They're smarter, more cunning than the domestic dogs. And if you look at Neanderthal skulls of Cro-Magnon men, which were said to have descended from directly, they had bigger skulls. They had bigger brains than us. Were they smarter? Just like the wolf, did they have to be smarter to live in the wilds? Did we get domesticated like a dog? Or we're about to be further domesticated? Or we're about to be the dog's dog? Where is this going in a bog? So, guys, do we really want to be a social insect? We're kind of seemingly heading that way. We're somewhat on the slope, becoming cityfied, takes you there a lot faster. Oh, but there's a whole lot more to it, guys. Whole lot more to it. And, we all got these cell phones. That's kind of heading us into the hive now. They're tracking us. They know where you're at. They get us all in the same group think, more and more and more. But it's worse. It gets worse fast. So hang on to your hat. And this ain't going to be a blast. So, yeah, oh, yeah, this is not new technology. This article is from 2012, the end of time, according to the Mayan calendar, right? No, that was 21 September 2012. Yeah, right along that. This was just in time for the end of time. Maybe it was the end of time. Maybe this is when we started losing our individuality. We just didn't know it. The world did end then. And we're just living we're sleepwalking in the nightmare thereafter. It seems like that sometimes, don't it? Don't it seem like we're sleepwalking in the nightmare after? Yeah, it's kind of like the day after Christmas, the nightmare after. Who would be who's the guy that did the Halloween Christmas type story anyway? Enemy at the gate. I'm talking about the gate you walk with. And they were saying back then that cameras could recognize you from the way you walk. Well, this is even more true today. They got more sophisticated with this kind of software, of course, facial recognition, but it's got problems. It's got issues still, thankfully. There's still ways to defeat some of this, but guys, there are coming more and more ways to track this. Of course, China has been excelling in developing these ID systems, cameras to watch their people, and they've come up with social credit scores too. Oh yeah, and they've been coming up with this central bank digital currency in China. And now we're rolling it out here in the United States with the New York District Federal Reserve in a test. This is a currency that they'll give you money, but it's not really yours. It comes with a digital string to it. And on the other side of that digital string is Uncle Sugar, so he can jerk it back if you say something he don't like. If you put out so-called misinformation, and who's to be the judge of what's misinformation? If you look back over the past couple of years, most of the things that were deemed misinformation out the gate were anything but. Really, anything but, almost. Tons of this stuff got walked back. That's what was proved to be true. But you get your money jerked away from you, ain't getting it back. No. No, it's just kind of like, oh, great, they wouldn't do that. Well, yeah, then what's this do with like PayPal's over in China as a company? So what makes you think some other entities won't do this? Maybe it'll be the banks. Some people say the banks are heading this way. Maybe somebody will be in there that you say something they don't like, but just jerk your money back, or they'll tell you what you can't spend it on. Oh, you can't buy that. You can't buy a nug or kibbles to feed your nug. You can't buy, oh, look, you done bought gasoline once this month. You can't buy any more gasoline. Well, we've come to the point we cannot sell gasoline anymore in our society, or diesel fuel, or whatever they want to come up with. Who knows? Greta Thunberg might be put in charge of this whole thing, or somebody of her ilk. So guys, watch out. Hold on to your wallets. You don't want to go in this. It will try to make your cash worthless. But it's even more to that. You know, there's in China, they've got a passport, a digital passport that's got to do with the cerveza bug. And if you've been deemed to walk close to somebody with it, then your car gets turned red. It's digital, of course. You can't go out. You can't do nothing. And oh yeah, some people get their car turned red just because they chat with about a protest or a gathering. You see, it's more than technical things involved in that. It gets to be political. All right, guys, here a social credit system. That's what we're talking about. Now imagine when your money is tied to your social credit. Your social credit's tied to whatever pleases those in power. Forget freedom of speech. Forget freedom of thought almost. This is a system that you got to suck up to whoever's in power, no matter how bad they get. Power corrupts absolutely. Power corrupts absolutely. So the people at the top of this chain are going to smell putrid. I don't care where they're from. They're going to smell rotten and putrid. If they're not rotten and putrid when they get there, they will be. They will be. And this is the kind of socialism, communism always leads to something like this, because these are systems that cannot survive naturally on their own in a free market of ideas and conversation. That's why they don't want free market of ideas and conversation, because they lose. They've got to be able to control the conversation, to limit thought, because they don't want people to think. They want you to suck up, but that leads to, it's the broad road. It leads to you know where, which is straight down in the pits of Hades and below. So guys, it's already happened. Look, in order to further up these cerveza bug mandates, oh yeah, the passports. Remember these? China has one. Well, guess what? The Swedes are doing to implement it there. Oh, a microchip implant. How convenient. Oh, yeah, they don't have to do it. It's in their hand or their forehead. Up there they are. You know who they are, where they're at. You can track them instantly. Lovely. You get your cell phone, you know. Oh, I don't want to be tracked where I'm going with my cell phone. I'm gonna leave my cell phone at home. Well, it's in you. You can't escape it now. They got you. They know who you are, where you're at. Every penny you spend, every person you talk to, you have no privacy, no property. But you'll be happy. Oh yeah, even when you drink the poop water. Because why? Because they're going to program you. That's why. With a brain-computer interface. They're going to mine your mind. Mine, M-I-N-E, or M-I-N-D. Mind, your mind. They will hack you. possibly down the road. Not at first. Oh no, this is only a one-way system, and you'll have total security, just like Microsoft and Norton gives to you. Yeah, see my product Papa's video on 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 the virus that 60% of you have. All right, guys. Jeez. Oh no. Well, who's going to be the queen bee if we all get into the hive? Who's going to be mama when we get in the hive? Here we go. Here's mama. 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 This is the new queen bee of the hive. Mama. I know that. Mama. Oh, but he's a sweet guy. He don't want you to have to put a chip in. No, really? He wouldn't do that.
Puis, au bout de ça, on parle de plus qu'on pourra s'implanter. Ce sera quand ça?
Certainement dans les 10 années à venir.
In the next 10 years, he says. Oh, yeah, by the way, when was this done? This goes back to 2016. How long ago was 2016? 6 years ago. So by this schedule, we got 4 years left. He says, certainly in the next 10 years. Well, maybe he's wrong. Let's hope he is. That would say we got it in 4 years, but they're really, and by the way, Neuralink is not the lead brain computer interface technology. There's another company that's out ahead of them. So watch this.
Et d'abord, on va les implanter.
At first, we will implant them in our clothes. So it's going to get closer to us. See, it's in our hands. It used to be giant computers. It was on the wall, tape drive systems down at the, the data processing center of the county or the state or supercomputers at NASA and research centers. And then they keep getting closer and closer. Now we carry it in our pocket. And now it's going to get in our clothes. And it's going to get closer and closer. You'll put it on your ear. In your ear, it'll be in your eyeglasses, projecting in your eyeglasses for the visual part or in your contact lens, but then it's going inside. Watch.
Et dans nos vêtements, c'est-à-dire wearables, comme on le dit.
Wearables. Ah.
Et après, on pourrait s'imaginer qu'on les implante.
Implant. He heard him. He said implant. He speaks German, but the word implant is about the same. There are words, perfect cognates between English and German, which use the same word, like finger is one of those words. Hand is one of those words. And then we could imagine that we will implant them in our brains or in our skin. Maybe first in our skin, like the Swedes. And then they creep into our brains. I think that's what they're talking about. Now, seriously, this is what this guy is saying. He wants it in 10 years, which is 4 years from now. Well, they got to have all this stuff before 2030 when they have the big set of right? It's funny how this economic forum, so-called not economic forum of the world, and the nations not so united or artificially united, all have these same tenets that they're aiming at. Is that interesting or what? And all our so-called world leaders line up. Like this guy who was at the G20. Wait a minute, he's not a world leader. How does he want to speak at the G20? Just occurred. He's not. Who elected this guy? And yet he is mama. Really? Why? Not my mama. Not by a long shot. But that's what they're trying to line up. So check it out.
Dans nos cerveaux ou dans notre peau. Et à la fin, peut-être il y a une.
And in the end, maybe there'll be direct communication between our brain and the digital world. Well, he don't mean maybe. He's trying to talk light here. He's trying to slip this in easy on you, just like the old saying is what's the surest way to get a camel in a tent? As soon as it gets its nose in, the rest is sure to follow. Don't let a camel get its nose in the tents, an old idiomatic expression, because if it gets its nose in its tent, the rest is sure to follow. And who wants a camel in their tent? I'm sure the Bedouins would tell you all about that. But so here we are, guys. This was 6 years ago. 6 years ago. And this guy just don't stop. He's just left the World Economic Forum speaking to the world leaders as if a world leader. oh yeah, his theme there was fragmentation. We're too fragmented. We got to pull everything together. Diversity used to be the key, right? Diversity is wonderful. It's wonderful as long as it's at the nation level, so you can break the nation apart. There's no nations, then we can gain them all up and eliminate the fragmentation by putting together one system in the world. And what's it going to be? You tied in with your brain to their computer. One. Where's your individuality going to be? Zip. Nada. This guy here will be the puppet master. He will be the man behind the curtain. And some of his buddies.
Une communication directe entre notre cerveau et le monde digital. Ce que nous voyons.
And we will see, what we will see is a kind of fusion of the physical, digital, and biological world. Kind of like what meta was intended to be, you know, a metaverse, whatever they call it, you know, that they're trying to set up over in a company called Meta now, although they apparently they're fumbling with it. They're not doing too good because it's a little harder to set up. And they imagine they don't want you to be able to tell the difference between what's real and what's not. You know, program stuff in, mess with your mind. Mango minds. They want to manage mango minds. Mama wants to manage mango minds. Mama's mango minds. Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. So there we go. I've heard enough of this. You get it. You see what we're doing here? You see what we're contending with? You wouldn't believe it. Oh, but Greg, that's all this other stuff you was talking was nonsense. Well, guys, if this don't get a hold of you, you need to get out of the system. Go off the grid. Grow your own food, but also stock up while you can. Right now, we got a special deal. The best since 2019, 2,000 calories a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 21 varieties. These are lightweight buckets. You see me toss them up in the air sometimes. Look, 3 months for $647. Greg, that's a lot of money. Well, you want to spend more than that in 3 months, I guarantee you, for your food. Because this is only $2.67 a month. Unless the only thing you eat is eggs, maybe some toast, you'll spend more than that. But anyway, maybe you can't handle it. There's a month supply. That's still a good price. Not as good a deal as this, but that's a really good price for a month supply of food. But, you know, you want to put this away to last when it hits the fan, or when you don't want to take their system. You know, when they pull your social credit score and says you can't buy beans because you've not been a nice guy. You've not told mama how much you love him. Yeah, mama, him. Yeah, so twisted world they're trying to put together. But there's some hope. You know, like the cameras. There's people working on that. Looks kind of artsy looking clothing, but somehow this thing confuses the heck out of the digital systems that try to track face recognition. Is that funny or what? It's tracking everybody but him, supposing this picture. So there's some things. Plus, you know, hey, like when I drive into base, there's a camera that takes pictures of people, supposing to let you in if it recognizes your face. It don't usually recognize mine. If I put on glasses and a hat, no. I would say it gets me about 20% of the time. So they still got some stuff to work out. But then again, they use our driver's license as a facial recognition source, and they probably use better photography when they really want to implement this system. Anyway, guys, so there's ways to trick the systems, if you know what I mean. But we got to work on it. Oh yeah, y'all thought I was kidding. Y'all thought I was kidding. This guy brought us fake meat, but he ain't done. Klaus wants us to eat the bugs. This guy wants us to what? Water made from poop? Oh my gosh. You say, yeah, but he's cleaning it. He's good. It'll all be okay. Well, I guess he would drink water from poop. This guy ain't got no problem with that, because guess what? Bill Gates says he's done some weird in his life, such as drinking water from fecal sludge to mark World Toilet Day. This is a headline. An insider. I kid you not. And I guess he's got one of them comedian sorts there drinking some poop water. And of course, he's laughing. He's laughing. Oh my gosh. Hi, you're in with us now. Hi, you're nasty like us. Ha. Yeah, come on down to Jekyll Island. Come on down to what's his name's island? Yeah, right. Guys. Oh yeah, he went there, didn't he? He sure did. He sure did, guys. So this is the kind of weird nastiness we're heading for. You want to do this? You want to be part of this? Man, you know, once they got you in the system where you can't even have money unless you do what they say, you're going to do what they say. The only way you're going to be able to buy beans is if you follow them at that point. Oh, we got water problems where it's not enough water. You're going to have to drink their poop water. We'll give you a little device you can squeeze the water out of your poop, and we'll give you a coffee filter. Well, you can run it through the coffee filter. Boil it a little bit. Yeah, poop water. It's very nutritious. You should drink some. Not. Oh my gosh. You know, guys, where's our world heading? But you know what? People are just voting for these people. They love these people. Over half the population seems to be all bought into this. We got to wake them up, guys. If we don't wake them up, we're all heading down the abyss. Either that, or we're going to have to go out and camp out and hide out in the woods until it's all over. Their world will not last. They're given 7 years once it starts, right? That's what we hope. That's our understanding from the good book. But they want to have all this stuff in place. Well, guess what? At the end of this year, to that year, they want everything in place for 7 years. What period marks 7 years? Now, I'm not saying it's going to be it, but it does raise some interesting questions. Are we heading there? What is it? Are we heading for the tribulation period? All right, guys. I think we need to think about taking some action. You know, we can still make things happen, especially at the state level. We can still take action. We can still push. You know, we're expected to do our part. We're not expected just to sit back and do nothing. You know, and the good Lord's going to just say, "Oh, you're great and wonderful, and take care of you." It ain't going to work that way. I guarantee you. We got to do our part. We got to do our part to resist the evil as much as possible, as early as possible, and force people into drinking poop water and eating some bugs while they're running around eating steak and lobster. They'll tell you can't even drive your little lawnmower. Your electric lawnmower is too much of a carbon footprint. You cannot drive your electric lawnmower anymore. We decided even electricity is too much of a carbon footprint. No electric lawnmower to the store. Whilst they all fly in their private jets, you'll walk and eat some bugs while I eat steak lobster and fly in my private jet all over the world into all my islands and have a big time. Yeah, it's serfdom is what they're putting us, and they're going to be the lords. They will have still what they want. Don't doubt that for a second. So, any event, guys, not a pretty picture. Not a pretty picture. So, go to our Freedom Restoration Foundation. We got a Facebook site too. You can click on the Action Center here, and it will tell you how to contact. Yeah, these pictures have changed. It'll tell you how to contact. It'll tell you things that we are taking on here. You'll know more about it. This is important stuff, guys. This is important stuff. You can click on this, and it gives you more details about each one of these actions, what the bills are, who to contact, things like that, what's cooking, and what you can do about it. Direct information right here on each one of these. And, oh yeah, this Roguski guy, I interviewed him on this channel. His name in here. I've interviewed him here. Where's that? I saw his name a minute ago. He's, yeah, Mr. James Roguski. I have interviewed this man on my channel. Okay, guys. Go down through here. Yeah, we got a lot of actions out there, but when you scroll down the bottom, there's the details of how to make your voices count, the things you can do, how you can track bills at the national, at the state level. The states are going to be an important way to try to preserve our freedoms, at least some states. You know what I mean? All right, here's how you find your state legislator websites. This is how you get your Congress critters, either from the House of Representatives. You got one there, and you got two in the Senate. Tells you how to put in phone calls to them. Press 1 for Senate, 2 for the House. House of the Klaus. what it's turning into. All right. Who your senator is, sending this tells you about sending emails, calling, writing, what to write, what to say on the telephone. And again, a recap of all those little resources, okay? And because we may have to hunker down, we got to get each other's backs, you know, when we need our mutual assistance groups, come here and join our Survival Tribe network. And we've just made the member page private. You got to be a member to see it. But still, even then, you know, use a moniker instead of your real name, so you know people don't identify it as you. As well, I'm gonna put my information in there. Well, don't. I'll tell you, I live at 112 Stillwell Drive, Tony, Alabama, 35773. Ah. So you know, I'm a prepper, and I don't care. I'll tell you, because if you come here, you know, if you're a prepper and you tell people where you're at, you're either crazy as a loon or you're bad. Okay, figure out which one I am. If I go, he's crazy. Well, maybe. But that's up to you to decide before you come try to take my stuff. Let's see how far you get. Why not give my address? I got worms. I got to eat, man. My worms get hungry. I'm looking for worm food when it goes down. Yeah, so if you're in that attitude, if that's the way you feel, you want to come take things, I'm going to go, okay, guys, enough of that. Anywho. Oh, yeah, this is the destination for those guys. Perfect timing. Perfect segue. Well, yeah, I got them big ones in the back. Big, long, deep ones. There you go. Guys, come buy my worms. Wintertime is the best time to buy worms from me. I swear, wintertime and summertime. Because come spring, I'll probably sell out and quit selling after a few weeks. So it's a good time to buy worms. But this, I don't know, this website's kind of hosed up. Don't click these up here. Just go down and hit the buy worms link. If you want to see other stuff on this website, then it takes you in where all these links work. Okay. This is where you want to go to watch the vermiculture videos to tell you about raising worms. You can watch videos about wild edibles, gardening videos, and a lot of other stuff here that just isn't accessible on that other page because they moved my site. They transported it, migrated it, and it didn't migrate right. But all this stuff here does work. You can buy worms from me. If you can also send a check or money order instead of using this stuff here, or you can donate directly to me if you so choose. You can also send a check or money order for that. If you're a local, if you want to drive here and pick up worms, you get a little bit of a price break. So you can try that. That's for local pickup only. And I welcome local pickups. So there you go. Just call me and make an appointment because I'm not always here and I don't have the worms just sitting around. You know, I gather them when I got the order and I know when they're coming. Okay, guys. Oh yeah, now for other things, guys, this channel here, I'm going to be coming back on here. So I got some stuff to talk about. And I'm trying to line up a couple interviews, but the guy's having some monetary issues. He don't even feel good to make a phone call. So I'm going to bring in some other stuff here. We got a lot of really hot topics. This is going to be my channel for covering stuff that I will not put on this platform. This platform, I'm going to abide by their rules, and there's certain things they don't want covered, which I can talk about here, especially in regards to some of this stuff here. You know what I mean? So there we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Check this out. How they will get you to surrender everything you own, in less than 7 years. You haven't seen that yet. Need to see it. It goes back to mama. Mama. Ain't my mama. Anyhow, Swivelhead News. Now, guys, I had a little fun with some of these shorts here. I'm doing poems and limericks and rapping, you know, just rapping and, you know, in more ways than one, rapping on people while I'm rapping. This was mostly, that was mostly political. I tell you, don't trust any party. Trust no man, saith the Lord, more or less, guys. So you got to bear that in mind. Here is a video uploaded. There's videos in here. Now you got to look over here to find the live videos. They don't show up down here anymore like they used to. You got to click over here to find the live sessions. And we've had some good live sessions here on this channel so far. So join this channel. Subscribe to it. Subscribe to both my Swivelhead News networks. My Rumble Swivelhead News. That's what it is here. Swivelhead News. And my YouTube Swivelhead News. I'm going to move more of this content over there soon. Eventually, all this talking about what's going on in the world is going to be on this channel. or the other one, depending on the topic. So that's what's coming. And I got Galactic Greg, so I can talk space stuff here. And so we got live, let's see, shorts, one short on this channel. And let's see, you know, this is some of the stuff going on the Artemis mission and other things. Lives I've had, live sessions. Let's see, videos. That shows you all the videos basically in the order. These are just uploads, not the live sessions. They used to mix them in together, but they don't anymore. Even home, they don't list the live sessions on there. I don't know why not. But anyway, this is somewhat organized in a playlist. I got to work on that. Propulsion been second. Prospects for life. Space history. Yeah, I'll add to that. Anywho. Oh yeah, product papas. Got this. Oh yeah, this is the video on the 61% chance your computer has this bug. Yeah, you gotta watch that. Product papas. This needs some subscribers and watchers. Yeah, we gotta add more videos too. This video just suddenly got Proctor. It wasn't going nowhere, but all at once it's got getting more views than any of them. Craftsman shop heater fail. Yes, time you need to shop heaters. You know, I see my fuss about that. It's not a rap, that's a rant. Rant about something that can't. Alrighty, guys. Serenity soothing sounds, because I put out so much stuff here that can get you worked up. You got to decompress. This is a great way to do it. Come in here and listen to the rain on the tin roof, or hear my people frogs. There'll be more videos coming on here soon. You can listen to this all night long. 9 hours, 20 minutes, 10 hours. You can sleep through this, guys, all night long. Listen to my frogs song. Dun, 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 dun. No, they don't do Ozzy Osbourne. Anyway, hey, you gotta have some laughs here. Laugh in the face of doom, in the face of evil, in the face of easy bugs. No, but I can still laugh. It means you haven't quashed my spirit. As long as I'm laughing, I'm in control. You know, you can take a lot of stuff, but you can't take my soul. But people will be surrendering their souls. That's the problem. Once they got you with that little digital money, they get you in an implant. And then they one day, first you won't be having to swear no allegiances. Just this is where you're gonna get your money. This is where you're gonna spend your money. And one day it's gonna be okay. When you got to swear allegiance to Mama B, the Queen B. If you don't do that, we got nothing. We already got you already anyway. So what you gonna have? We're gonna switch it. Are you with us or not? If you're not, bye-bye. That's the hive. That's the deep hive. On the other side, you are Borg. They're Borg, wired in, controlled. They're lost. And go along with that, just to keep things convenient. Well, I don't want to lose my car. I don't want to lose my house. Their soul is at risk. Their soul, which is for all eternity. So this stuff you're made out of, this all goes away in just a few years, no matter what. This stuff here rots. Goes bye-bye. It's eaten by the worm. There's a buzzard. However, the spark lives on. The spark transcends. To give them your spark. Somebody, oh, Greg, that ain't true. None of that happens. There's no such thing as a soul. They can't do nothing, blah, blah, blah. Well, you got to go with what you feel, what you believe. I'm not here to dictate you what to believe. My role here is to help you survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. Keep your eyes wide open and head on a swivel, because it's coming, guys, at us from every direction now. We're looking at World War Numeral 3, we're looking at civil war right here in the country between you and me. It's different people, you know. Hopefully not you and me, literally, but you know, guys, we're in some serious times. The economy is on the skids. So if you hadn't got a hold of the idea now that we're in for a rough ride, you ain't been paying attention. Your head been pretty deep in the sand and you're living in some strange bliss. Oh yeah, they put that juice in your head. You wire it up. Bzzz. Oh yeah. They got you there. At first, it won't. And while they're still getting people wired up, it's going to seem right normal. It's only after they get everybody wired up, they can get wired up and they're going to flip the switch. Maybe. We don't really know what's going to come. We don't know how it's going to happen. Maybe, you know, Papa Klaus and Uncle Bill, maybe they just all sweet and wonderful. Every family's got a crazy uncle, don't it? Uncle Bill. Papa Klaus. Mama Klaus. Mama. All right, guys. I have teased on that enough. But you see what we're talking about. Leave messages below. You may think this is just total BS. Okay, well, say so. Here's my crystal ball. How do I see through it? I put a light on the other side. That's the way I see through crystal ball. Just put a light in there. We don't know exactly how things are going to play out, but listen. Tell the World Economic Forum and listen to what they're telling you. Go on the UN websites and look up their sustainability goals. Look up 2030. They tell you what they're going to do. They tell you when they want to have it by. And you won't hear it in the news. You got to go into these things to find it. They might give you some more subtle hints. But then if you just come right out and say what they're saying, if you just repeat them directly, excuse me. You are a knucklehead. You are a nut job. You belong in a tinfoil hat. This might be time to wear a tinfoil hat with all this coming, right? I should put this on again in the video. Might protect me. Hey, this is a lovely hat. I love it. It's beautiful. It's warm. It's good to actually wear this time. It's very attractive. Yeah, tinfoilhat.co. Get you one. It's great. Hey, I got no part in that other than I just got a free hat from Rex. But yes, it's a beautiful hat. I like it. Same as what Marty McFly wore in Back to the Future. And guys, there's a weird story about that of the galactic graves, and look up the video, Voice of Light Anomaly. Strange story, and this hat's part of it. Strange, high strangeness. And when strangeness is so high, I'm going to say bye. Remember, survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. Stay out of it. Don't go into it. We'll talk more about that in the future. So with that, I'm going to say,